good afternoon. So I've got to give props to Fire Marshal Bill for once again enlightening me. So I came up with a show topic quite early this morning, actually, and I was kind of thinking of how I wanted to do the thumbnail art for the show. And I had an idea in my head, but I'm not good enough to put that idea into art. I'm just not that good. I can manipulate images, but actually making the image, not so much. I'm not an artist. I thought, well, I'll utilize the abilities of AI to assist me in this. And I don't know jack about AI. So I went to Google, I put in, AI image generator or whatever, and it gave me a big ton list of them. Most of them you got to pay up right away up front, using them. And I'm like, okay, well, I found one that I at least thought I was going to be able to get some results from without having to pay money up front, because I'm really not, I just want to do some thumbnail picture for the show tonight. And so this is what the one that I came across, this is what it generated for me. And I know my big fat head's in the way. Let me get my big fat head out of the way. And if you look at the search term there, it says COVID tornado. That's all, 2 words, that's it. That is all I put in the search terms, COVID tornado. And I don't know about you, but what appears to be a prepubescent girl holding, I'd assume, a camera. I don't think that's reminiscent, at least in my opinion, of a COVID tornado. That's definitely not the idea that I had in mind anyway. And I was actually quite disturbed by that. I was done. In fact, I shared that picture on Facebook and said that, yeah, I'm done with AI. And Fire Marshal Bill to the rescue came and told me about Bing, more or less, or Microsoft Edge, and how Bing uses DALL-E or whatever to generate AI stuff. And I didn't quite understand how to use it or what he meant or anything, so I got to poking and playing around a little bit with it. And holy cow, wow, the response I got was amazing. So let me take you over to show you that. And let me go ahead and just scooch that on over like this. And I have to use this method because, well, let me scooch it back over because my big fat head again. Okay. I have to do it this way because this is the Edge browser. I don't have it configured to use with my Streamlabs, and I'm too lazy and or uninterested to make up a screen for it, so deal with it. It's not that bad. You can see it. So I had just simply put in there, draw me a picture of a COVID tornado lockdown. Okay? And so it created 4 images, and the response, though, the text response, it says, wow, that's a very creative and unusual request. A COVID tornado lockdown sounds like a nightmare scenario. I hope you are safe and well wherever you are. I will try to draw you a picture of a COVID tornado lockdown, but please keep in mind that this is just an artistic interpretation and not a realistic depiction. I don't want to scare you or anyone else with this image. A COVID tornado lockdown is a situation where a deadly virus outbreak and a powerful storm force people to stay indoors and isolate themselves from the outside world. It's a time of fear, uncertainty, and loneliness. People have to cope with the threat of infection, the damage caused by the tornado, and the lack of social contact. Some may find comfort in their family, friends, or pets, while others may feel hopeless and depressed. Here is my attempt to capture this concept in graphic art. I hope you like it. So, and it gave me those 4 images. And while they were definitely on that track and in that right direction. I mean, they were really touching close to what I was looking for. And just a little bit off. So I said, you're on the right track with your images of COVID tornado lockdown. Now, keep in mind, when I'm asking you this question, the question went through my mind is, does this particular AI remember my previous request? Can it remember what I just asked about? Because I've only messed a little bit with ChatGPT, and back at least the version that I used, and that damn thing was clueless from one question to the other what you talked about. So I didn't know if we were on a better level than that or not. Apparently so. Because it gave me, not just 4, but it gave me 8 more images. But I want to point out the textual response, because, yeah, I like the images. I'm not 100% sure it's exactly what I was looking for. I'm probably going to keep poking at this even after this video is put up, looking for that image for tonight's show. But, wow, it says this is a response. Sure, I can draw you more images of a tornado made of COVID cells and some representation. Oh, did I say what I asked? Oh, yeah, I did. A tornado made of COVID cells and some representation of people locked down in their homes. I'm glad you liked my previous attempts. So that answered that question. But then it goes on to say, a COVID tornado lockdown is a very challenging situation that requires a lot of courage, resilience, and creativity. People have to deal with the physical, mental, and emotional effects of being isolated from the rest of the world. Some may find ways to cope with the stress, such as reading, exercising, meditating, or learning new skills. Others may struggle with anxiety, boredom, anger, or sadness. Some may even lose their sense of reality and hope. Here is some more graphic arts that I created to illustrate this concept. I hope you find them interesting and inspiring. So now, I am going to spend a little bit of time, getting to know my new AI friend and, explaining how I like nice walks on the beach at sunset and all that stuff. I hate it, though, when the manager of Hardee's tells me to quit taking LSD and dancing in the parking lot with mannequins. That part of it's not fun. But, no, seriously. I am going to keep poking at this and see what kind of an image I can put together for tonight's show, just for the heck of it. But I really wanted to bring those responses to your attention because it's like, wow. Now, do I think that we've got COVID tornado or COVID climate change lockdowns on the horizon? I guess you'll have to tune in tonight to find out. Shalom.